It's been almost a year and a half since our dispute began, and it's taken several rounds of strike action just to get the government to the table to talk to us. They've recently offered us a 3% offer, which barely touches inflation this year, yet alone touches the 26% pay erosion that our profession's faced. So we feel like we've left with no other choice than to go back out on strike again, and that's why we're here today.
We'd rather not be out on strike. We would rather be at work. But the fact of the matter is, no doctor is worth 26% less than they were in 2008.
Junior doctors in the UK are on a record 6-day strike over an ongoing pay dispute with the government. The walkout comes at a critical time for the NHS as staff grapple with the increased demand of winter. Starting January the 3rd, 2024 from 7 a.m. in the morning till 7 a.m. on January the 9th, the junior doctors called for this action following their previous strike in December. As a caregiver, this is tough. I have family members who need medical attention, including my father, who's had 2 previous acute strokes, my mother and brother, who both suffer from psychotic episodes, and my girlfriend's father, who is in nursing care for end-of-life care with mixed dementia. Seeing an understaffed NHS is therefore, for me, simply terrifying.
The BMA wants a 35% hike, which it says is needed to cover the impact of inflation over several years. The government, which has agreed new pay deals with other healthcare workers, including nurses and senior doctors in recent months.
See, I understand the challenges faced by young doctors. Stagnant pay with real terms cuts exceeding 25% since 2008 barely keeps up with inflation. Doctors I've met and spoken to speak of crushing workloads, overstretched shifts and burnout, just like caregivers. They're taking care of critical patients while succumbing to critical situations themselves, thereby becoming new patients. The entire NHS, the backbone of our healthcare system, is simply unsustainable. While I empathise, I don't expect you to fully understand. Some might view being a doctor as moral duty, but that's not necessarily the case. Think about yourself, your life as a mother, a father or a professional. Would you work tirelessly without breaks, without fair financial and emotional compensation? No, yet our doctors have to. And they have families and beyond mere earnings deserve dignity for their immense labour fighting for life and death with their patients. And isn't it ironic that the NHS advertises to foreign workers offering a seemingly lucrative package? We're unaware of the suffering of our own healthcare staff and the unsustainable reality of it, while the doctors in the NHS have to fight this awful battle for compensation. The current Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, really must address this crisis, and I urge the Prime Minister to address this situation as soon as possible.
I'm passionately committed to protecting the NHS, and I'm proud that we've invested record sums into the NHS.
And they've looked after you really nicely?
Yeah, they always do.
Yeah.
It's a pity you don't pay them more.
Well, we are trying.
No, you're not trying. You need to try harder.
He should resolve this ban in a way that benefits everyone. He should get this ban settled favourably for all parties. And if you share my concerns, I'd be happy to hear from you. Meanwhile, take care of yourselves and your loved ones. And these are challenging times, but let's be the light that we want to see in the world. Take care.